Biggers. Homeboy 1083. Machinalisto was cracking, man. Tino the Mino. Birkin in the motherfucking house. No face, no case. What's up, my boy? Much love right back at you. Hypervigilance, Machete, J Aguilar. What's going on, man? Big Droops, Osito, 707, Everlasting Base. This one's for you, man. All right? With that bullshit, homie. What's up, Mike? Salty Rider, Valentin Quintero. Brazy, what's cracking, Brazy? Mr. Payaso 69, Ari Brandy 831, Steel 831. General Lentros Puto Mark was cracking. Cali Boys 1083. I'm just sliding through real quick. What's up, Julie? How you doing tonight, Julie? Anthony Merkovich. As you guys can see, I dropped another episode of Inner Demons. It's going to Sandman right now, so it'll be out tonight. Or not Inner Demons, War Stories. Cecil Collier, what's going on, my boy? Big Figures. Oh yeah, man, Big Figures. I just got that, man. I seen it, man. My bad, homie. I don't know how I missed that, man, but yeah, I seen the game, man. It was whack. Classic fashion. Still beginning of opening season. We had some holes in our front line. Yeah, most definitely. They're gonna have to fix that, man. Mac Arguello was cracking. Rojo 650 was good, man. From so Sandman's got that episode. I just sent it to him. He got it right now. S1 in the house, keeping it 100. What's up, boy? What's up, player? Both of my hands sore. Yeah, you know what I've been doing, man, for the last 3 days. Some bullshit. It's all good, man. It's all good. What happened with the LK book? Which one is that? 1083, the LK book. Oh shit, the Latin King book. Hey, I'll get a you talking about My Crazy Life or something like that? That's the other book I was reading. Man, it's been so long since I put a chapter out or put a chapter that I forgot that we were doing that book. I'll get one out 1083, if not tonight, tomorrow, man. What's up, Jay from Pomona? Shout out to Pomona, man. Mr. Meat, salute. Droops, Big Droops. What's cracking, Big Droops? Victor Jimenez, what's up, man? Sunnyvale, okay. I was thinking you were talking about Swampy Desert, man. Sunnydale, Swampy D. Sunnyvale in the house, man. Compton in the motherfucking casa. What's up, Jesse Nunez? Compton, shout out to Compton, man. J49, what's up, Boxer? 49ers had too much penalties. You've been hitting the heavy bag. Nah, man, no. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I've been working out, but I had to take the bag down, make some room for so I can start doing some burpees again, man. Yeah, my bloody life. I exactly. Yeah, I'll put a chapter out. Like I said, not tonight, tomorrow. Nah, OG Broshot gang, same ones. Thinking about it though. Thinking about something right here. That's right, Jerry. Jay. Yes, sir. Deadlifted Danny Chiefs. I appreciate all you new a lot of the new names that I don't recognize in the comments, man. I appreciate you guys tapping in. Bridget Fernandez, Shout out to Woodland. Everlasting Base. What did Nate Diaz say? Real motherfucking G's come from California, motherfucker. I'm proud to say he's from the hometown, Stockton 209. Yeah, man, the old boy couldn't make his weight. I don't know. That's mighty suspicious, man. Like Nate said, you scared, motherfucker. Shout out to Northern California champs Nate Diaz, Free Cain Velasquez. Yes, sir. Marty McFly with Lone, them Bosque boys. Shout out to Woodland, man. My Deanna 11, no more tattoos. No more. They're addicting. What's up, Dancing Bear or GS? What's cracking, man? Yo, Big Box had a question about a small town next to San Francisco. How come the NF or there has never been an Norteño establishment in Marin County, even though Quentin? You know what? That's a good question, but there was nobody's out there, man. I don't know why Marin is a county that's always been overlooked, but at one time it was established. Nicoya was out there in Marin. I remember for a brief time he was living out there in Marin County, so we had it for a minute. And there's money out there, but that's a cop town, man. There's a lot of cops out there because of San Quentin. There's oh yeah, okay, you even said it in the comment. I just seen that. There's a lot of cops, man. So it makes it kind of funny when there's that many cops out there, and they literally saturate that community. Even though a lot of them don't live out there, they're out there, man. Fresno and the CASHAPP. Shout out to Fresno. Get your life right. Ashley Matressa, what's the new book about? And how is it coming? The new book is the second book to about my book or the book that I'm gonna be reading, because I'm gonna be reading 4 books. If you're tapping in late, Ashley, they're asking about. I also read like 4 books, and mostly that's for like the guys that or at least the guys that are the truck drivers, and a lot of times people that are driving, they like to listen to some books that I read. I narrate the books. The majority of the books I'm reading right now, they're like biker based books. They're the Hells Angels, the Vagos, and the Mongols, about when they got infiltrated. And there's another book I'm reading about the Latin Kings, if that's what you're talking about. Martin 9400, what's up, man? Another one I haven't seen in a long time. Mario Lopez, I send mine's right back at you, man. Tracy in the house. Did you know Woody? I knew Woody. Jose Sanabria, yes, I did. Pancho Zapata, salute, hit the likes or get the guillotine. Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying, man. Last time I was wearing the same shirt, but it was blue. See, I'm hey man, it's equal opportunity right here, man. Straight up. I listen to your books when I'm driving, or Inner Demons, War Stories. That's right, GS. I appreciate you, man. You know, I said this in my spiel today, and it's not a big deal, man. But the whole reason why I initially didn't want to start doing war stories or start talking about some of my past experiences like that is because I'm getting some pushback from some cats in the comments. The male ego is a motherfucker, man. I don't know how much more humble and respectful I can be when I talk about this shit. But there's some people, like I said, for the lack of a better term, that just need to let me know that they're there. Like, you know, when I take myself out of the equation, when somebody's talking about fades that they've been in, or stabbings or shootings, there's always got to be something that's got something to say, man. You know, old boy's lying. Old boy's like, you know, he's acting like he can't be faded, man. But I understand. These must be cats that come from some small ass towns that probably been in like 2 fights their whole life, and they've never experienced that type of shit. So it's just so over the top that they can't make themselves believe something like, yeah, there's haters everywhere, straight up. You know, when I talked about that spill, when I got packed out by the Southsiders, when I say 30 or 40, somebody made a comment like, come on, man, 30 or 40. Man, look, that was a conservative number. It was probably more than that. Anybody from the city or anybody that was familiar with how 19th Street was established and how they were doing it out there knows how they were getting down. That at any given time there were 40 or 50 of them out there on mission doing their thing, man. So you some of these cats, they're not in the know, man. You know, or maybe they're just some old riffraff ass fly by nights, man, that never seen that part of life or that side of life. Egos, man, fucking egos, you know. And when I talk about this shit, man, I do it in a respectful way. You know, I'm not trying to bang on nobody. I'm not trying to. It's not about my ego. I'm just telling you guys shit that I've been through. I don't concoct or fabricate or embellish. I don't got to do that. You know, I know other motherfuckers need to do that because they got nothing to talk about. But I've done enough dirt to where I just don't have to do that, man. From two light towns, can't relate. I always thought every city was the same and everyone did and lived through the same things. YouTube taught me other. Yeah, straight up. Even out there in Martin 9400, even out there in Oakland, you know, it's the same shit's happening out there. You got some hoods out there that are established, man, but these cats, man. Shout out to the homie Box. He was breaking suckers. Oh man, you're gonna like this one, man. The one I put out today. What's up? No. God gave us one mouth and two ears for a reason to listen. Yeah, but some people got two ears and two mouths, man, or it seems like it. About so much love, homie, from Sapo, local. Española, New Mexico, 505, Lowrider Capital of the World. That's right. Shout out to the homie Sapo, man. Motherfucking 505. Mr. Clean, what's cracking, my boy? Shoot more Bulldog content. Win or lose, fire. I don't think I put it in. Yeah, I think I did talk about it at the end of that. Oh boy, looked like a raccoon. I got the business that day too, though. Mr. Clean, troll, fucking troll, man. Boxer, when you were active as an NF member, if a Sureño hit you up, do you respond with your hood or say you're an NF member? Neither one. Sonny, I've been hit up like that, and you know, I didn't get hit up, and it's like Puro San Fran Michon, homie, or Puro NF. It was just like, bro, you really trying to fucking hit me up? You trying to jam me up right now? And that's how it would go, man. That actually happened in Campbell. That's gonna be one of my war stories, man. It happened in Campbell by a pretty good sized Southsider too, man. He didn't hit me up. He just walked up real quick and said, "Hey, what that Southside like, homie?" And spun by me, man. I was like, "That cat really said it?" Big ass cat, all sleeved down. I ended up meeting them later on in the Santa Clara County Jail. I think they called him Triste. But we did our thing right there inside the store. I'll tell you guys about it. In San Jose, the city was so big. Did you get ran up by more than 40 guys at one time? And I didn't get ran up by 40 cats in San Jose. I mean, it's San Jose. They're deep out there too. But I got into a shootout with I got ran up on by like 10 of them. It wasn't 40. They dumped on my little spot, man. What's up, Fraylin? What's good, my boy? Do you know Sapo from 30th Street? Sapo, I'm pretty sure I do. If it's the same one, he's older. If he's a youngster, I don't know him. It's the same one. He used to kick it with Weasel, Caveman. 30th Street, man. I don't even know if them cats are around anymore, man. Weasel. What was his name? Robert Jimenez, I think his name was. Let me let Sandman know that's there. So he'll edit that and it'll be out tonight. It might end up being out like shit. It's already 7:30. I don't know, man. 10 o'clock. Much love, OG, Fresno, Cali, shoot more Bulldog. Okay. He's already on it, man. He's editing it right now. Yeah. Los Traviesos. New law in Illinois is coming 2023, abolishing cash bail. What? In Illinois, bro, I'm still out there, bro. Kenny Ken 925, I'm still out there, bro. Okay. The only hood really left in the city is 22nd Bryant, but that's because they're pretty deep. Yeah, Bryant Street boys are deep, man. What about Natoma Street? Natoma Street they were still active. All them old hoods, man, that just ordered a book. That's cool, Andrew. I appreciate that, my boy. You could have got one from us, though. Directly from us. Signed copy, man. But hey, I appreciate it either way, man. Dylan Caldwell, box you a Raider or Niner fan? I'm a Niner fan. You know Ruben Chino Guerrero. Where's he from? Ruben Guerrero. Devi, please hit that like for OG Boxer. And it makes me feel old. OG. I mean, I know I got gray in my mustache, but god damn, Devi. Bird 509. What's up, Bird? Tampa Bay 19. Dallas 3. Buddha West said 49ers faithful. Niner Empire. That's right. Win, lose, or draw, man. Tony Ramirez. Shout out to Fremont. Fremont in the house, man. Tony Two Angels, 81. Beachy Raider lost 2. Hey, man. I ain't no hater, man, but the Niners lose. I always want the Raiders to lose too, man. It's not even so much the Raiders. It's the fans. And cats in San Quentin used to be deep. All I used to hear is Raiders. You had any altercations with the Fresno? Yeah, that's. I just talked about one, Heather. I want to say it's my second or third war story, or was it? Was it the last one I just did? I don't know. It's one of them, but it's one of them. Yeah, I talk about it. Cesar Castellanos, what's up, man? Oceanside, San Diego in the motherfucking house. Shout out to San Diego, Oceanside. Deadlift Danny. Hey, I appreciate that, Otto B. NF in Newark or Fremont. There has been in the past. Could you possibly reiterate? Yeah, there's a whole story on it. Heather, if you watch my past episode, there's if you go on my channel, there's a series called what up, Ro? There's a series called War Stories that I'm putting out. I mean, I got into it with the cat named Troll from Fresno. We got him up, and this happened in Sanger. My at the time that this happened, I was with my daughter's mom, and her mom owned some property out there in Sanger. We went out there in Sanger. We were kicking it. He lived next door, and basically my I don't know what to call him. He wasn't my brother-in-law. I'll just say my daughter's mother's sister's boyfriend instigated that fight. One thing led to another, and when it was over, I had 2 broken hands. One of my eyes was closed. My mouth was busted, but he looked like a raccoon. He got the worst of it. I'm ancient just means experienced and blessed. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with it, Heather, like that, like the hoods and all that. But I know when I went out there, like we went to a store out there, and I seen a bunch of them. I've seen a bunch back in fuck. This was back in 90. It's about fucking Wi-Fi. My bottle was about 93 sometime, 93. Robert Lozano, what's up, man? Little Palito certified, tapping in from Sacra. That's right. Shout out to Sacra, man. Boxer OG. Does the OG stand for old guy? Yeah, old head, man. Old gangster. Old guy. Either one, man. It's all good. Boxer, any pictures of your low? Any pictures of your low riders? It scared the shit out of me, man. I thought it was yard down right now. Fucking. I'm ready to drop a motherfucking piece right now, man. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Syndicates rolled under the Sureños and the feds. Weather alert. No warning shots. Yard down. Hell yeah. Man, I was about to man. I wasn't about to hit the deck. You know, we don't do that until they gotta pop that knee knocker at least twice, everlasting base. You in violation if you hit the deck like that, homie. Grandpa has wandered off again. Chargers just got done spanking the Raiders. Now it's the Chiefs' turn on Thursday night. The season has officially started. But you still got them pieces. I still got them, sonny. Yeah, Julie. I thought it was yard down right now. I thought they were gonna start busting caps. I pulled my shit out. I was double fisted, Julie. Watch out for the Mini 14. Hell yeah. What up, Ray? You ever meet Little Man from Newark? Little Man. I'm not sure, homie. San Fran 49er, what up? What up, big homie? Tony Ramirez, you ever meet little man from Newark, Marty? You ever get hit with the block gun? Come on, man. I was in those gladiator fights, Martin 9400. I used to get hit with them every 10 days. Yeah, they hurt. But where I was getting hit with them wasn't from the gun tower. There was when they were running the yard, they integrated it. It should be another one I talk about, but they the sergeant used to stand on the fence right there. There's like a little small enclosed area where you go in, they put you in there first, they take the cuffs off, and then they got a pull bar. Well, the sergeant would be right there with his block gun stuck through the fence. So as soon as they pull that bar and you go through you rush out and you start getting your money, man. He's already firing, man, before you even make contact with whoever you're getting them up with. And then the gun tower got another one. So yeah, we were getting hit double. They were doubling us up, man, and making us pay for the rounds. A Glock 19 hooped, huh? Nah, man, that's not me. That's Mike Thompson. Although I know, yeah, one of my targets in Susanville was actually from Wilmas. Unfortunately, man, Sid. Some cat named Sid. Them shanks are made from National Geographic paper. 15 pieces of paper. Hella sick. Yeah, they are. They're I'm gonna say like they're 2 or 3 hitter quitters. You're not gonna stab a motherfucker up a bunch of times with them, but they'll work, man. They'll back a motherfucker up off your bumper. That's for sure. The trust account withdrawal for $19 to pay for the round. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And the block gun, I believe, was around $14 a canister. They shoot the mini 14. That motherfucker was like $23 a bullet. That's some bullshit, man. Rich, did the tacos fuck with you? This guy, boy. So you said in other videos that you are. Can you do a video on that explaining how that happened to you? Since in your other videos you explained how you went to war with this lower mission. Yeah, man, I talk about that. That's all old news, homie. But talk about how I'm gonna drop, why I dropped out. Yeah, man, I got a book and like 1,000 videos on that shit. Did you know any old school F-14ers before the split happened between Fresno and the North? There, I'm just asking because you seem to have been around for a minute. Some of the old F-14ers, I mean, I know a lot of them, but it's been so many years that a lot of them I seen them in transit, in passing. It's not like I really had a lot of interaction with them just from doing time or being in the same blocks with them. Uh, I know Troll, from what I understood later on, he was one of the original F-14ers. Cloudy, I remember Cloudy. Unfortunately, we ended up hitting him in Susanville. We hit a bunch of them in Susanville. And I'm not banging on Fresno, man. Nothing but love for Fresno. But unfortunately, the politics, that's what the politics demanded back then, man. A lot of kind of tied into what I said about the incident in Susanville and the Chow Hall. A lot of the Fresno F-14ers or the Bulldogs that ended up coming to the oil after, that didn't want to participate in that whole thing. Some of them would lock it up, wouldn't come out to the yard, but some of them would come out. And when we jam them up, they say that they weren't Bulldogs. But like I said, unfortunately, we were already gonna hit him, and that's what happened. And then when we would hit him, and they fire the block gun, and it'd be over, and they put the yard down, they start barking. So but a lot of them they were youngsters, man. We were all youngsters in those days. Did you know any of the? I used to like a lot of those cats. Good looking out, Farmero. Boom. Look who stepped in the room. Where's my boy? Where's my boy Big Figures at, man? Never had a mini. My boy does. His standard AK. Who's your arch nemesis in Miami? Which one couldn't you stand? Man, I didn't really care for Thupi too much, man. I had words with Thupi because he was trying to intimidate some of the younger homies. So we were in the same pod, and I jammed him up on the vent because he's a J Cat, man. Dude used to drink all day, and he was hitting dope, and he stay loaded. But he had a braided up some braided elastic on his door. He kept on there. It was tied on there, so all he had to do was take an arrow and just put it on there. It was always on the door. So he was doing shit like that, man. That wasn't cool. And I'll be honest, I know a lot of people like the dude, and there ain't no shade, man. I really didn't care for Weddle Sherm too much, man. He was cool. He was cool, man, and there was nothing but respect between us. But you know how just some cats, they don't have to do nothing, man. It's just you just don't really care for them. Hey, DX, I appreciate you, my boy. I have a professional question, and I ask with all due respect: did you ever squash? Became cool with Vicky's ex after? Things are obviously you talking about Wormy. Things will never obviously be the same between me and that homie for the reasons that you're alluding to. However, I sent words to him, and it took a while, but he eventually he acknowledged what I said, and it's like I ain't tripping, bro. What's done is done. Life goes on, so we're good, man. We'll never kick it like we used to, but yeah, we're straight, man. Raimundo Solorio. So what's up? Hey, what Sue, big dog, do you have respect for? I got respect for a lot of them, man. A lot of the guys on death row. I know mostly all the MA on death row because I was with them in the adjustment center. I know a lot of them from the Bay. I mean, I got respect for all of them. I never had no issue with them, even though we were adversaries at that time. It's not personal, man. It never was. La Loquera. Is there a lot of Sureños in Frisco now? Not as much. There's still some out there, but not as much. No, I never had to get off on a new flower or a rider. Nah, I ran into some in the county jail. There was no issue. Fast Eddie was in the county jail, and yeah, I ran into him, but I never had no issue with them guys, man. Pancakes or waffles? Pancakes. Yeah, Rich DM 650, most definitely. Yeah, sure was. I paroled. I was the RC in '94. Matter of fact, Although I'll keep it real with you. At that time, I really didn't have that much schooling as far as running a regiment. It was very basic. I had like 4 or 5 cats that were in the regiment with me, and we were generating probably $600-700 a month, which is nothing. But I was still the RC at that time, danking or dranking. Now danking, drinking. I'm older, man. My body don't process alcohol like it used to. Yeah, Fast Eddie is the one that sliced that dirtbag. Most definitely did. That's why when I seen him in the county jail, I was in Siberia. He came in, we were deep as fuck. Me and my co-defendants, damn near my whole regiment. And I think he thought we were gonna do something to him. But I approached him and I'm like, hey homie, hey, you're welcome to come kick it. Um after breakfast, and we're about to fucking go up. I had some wine. I used to make wine over there, man. I had like a fucking probably like 4 gallons, man. But yeah, he came over there. He was drinking with us, and I saluted him. I said, "Yeah, man, that's for getting that cat Lencho over there in Salinas Valley. In your inner demons, you talked about some dudes you just could share a cell with and tell them they need to leave. Was it an act of cowardice for them to leave without putting up a fight? I mean, it depends on how you look at it. When I look back, I wouldn't have left if a motherfucker would have told me to leave. Hell no. I mean, I don't know, man. Like I said, cell living, it's rough, man. It's tough. A lot of them were good homies. It was just living in a small environment like that with another cat. It takes a lot of fucking discipline. You have to be flexible. And like I said before, man, you can only have one lion up in that cage. You can't have two knuckleheads. You got to have one cat, somebody that's aggressive and somebody that's passive. Otherwise, you're gonna bump heads, lock horns sooner or later. I don't know how many fucking peace talks I had in those cells. Where shit got out of hand. We almost went to blows with like a bunch of different cellies. Even me and Big Rock from Salas, he was a captain. We're gonna throw down in the cell. I got tired of fucking of him thinking that he can just bark orders, man. I was like, man, fuck that shit, boy. You caught me on the wrong morning. Now we could do this. We tear the whole fucking cell up, man. Let's put my tennis shoes on. He's like, hey, hold up. Calm down. Take a couple deep breaths, man. We'll talk about it. And then come to find out, he was doing some crazy shit. Probably when I was in the cell with him, I just didn't know about it. That dude standing naked from the waist down. You know what I'm saying? Bro, that Vato was dyslexic, but with clothes. That's some crazy shit. Man, look. I said this when I talked about learning how to be cellies with somebody. Sometimes when you're locked in a cell with somebody, because you're in such a small environment, it will make you trip off your cellie if you allow it to. You'll trip off everything he does. It'll bug you, man. And for the most part, I learned to try to fucking pick up a book and read or watch TV or do something else to occupy my mind and not pay attention to him. I focus on him, it's gonna bother me. But that type of shit right there, that drove me fucking ape shit, bro. This motherfucker standing in the shower, butt ass naked from the waist down. Now you gotta go, man. You can't live up in here. And there's other people that can see that from their cells. Like, damn, check that cat out over there. What the fuck's going on over there, man? Boxer, can you really go on the other side for a red on red fight? You can. It's not the first course of action, man, but you can. You know, you can't put your hands on other homies. What's up, Mikey? I see you, boy. Hearing cats chew with their mouth open. Yeah, that one right there. Spitting in the toilet, spitting in the sink, chewing with your mouth open, fucking busting wind in the cell. I mean, I'm talking about just walking around. You know what I mean? Nah, man, it ain't that type of party. Body movement, exercise, meditation help doing cell time. Yes, it does, man. Most definitely. That's how I used to working out. That's what helped kind of relieve some of that extra, that pent up fucking anxiety, whatever you want to call it, man. You're chewing with your mouth open, pigeon toe, dragging your chanclas, all that shit, man. Not wiping the sink out, shitting 50 times a day. Orale primo, keep up the work. That's right. Boxer, that is so disrespectful, and he must have no respect for himself to do that in front of people, let alone himself. Yeah, straight up, Julie. Straight up. You run across some cats that you would think have good hygiene or have some type of etiquette or respect about how they conduct themselves, but it's not always like that. What was your day like 24 hours prior to your release? Oh man, it was stress, man. Stress, anxiety. And it's because I had PTSD, man. That's what it was. It's like I wanted to get out, but then I was also, I'm not gonna say I was scared, but I guess in a way I was I kind of was scared, man. I didn't know how to act out there, man. From doing so much shoe time to get back around normal people. Yeah. There were times, man, where I got out where I wanted to go back to my cell. I was like, I need to go back to prison, man. I need to get the fuck up off the streets. I need to go back. I think those were probably times where I was having a lightweight anxiety attack. Tito Valencia, you're not kidding. The small things can bother you. My little brother tells stories about cellmates. He's been in there 32 years. Shout out to your little brother, man. 32 years. That's tough, man. God damn. How people that were best friends on the yard, and once they sold up, they were at each other's necks. Sometimes, if you have a cool celly, it's best to stay put rather than go with you. Yeah, man. Manny, it takes a while, or it takes sometimes it's hard to find somebody that you're compatible with. You know, like I said, I'm an aggressive type of cat. At least I was when I was younger. Not like that no more, man. I've gotten a lot more humble, and I'm a lot more flexible now, and a lot of shit I don't trip on. But when I was younger, I was a hothead. So I had to sell up with somebody that was kind of laid back, easy going, didn't really give a shit about nothing, man. And it was all good up in the cell. Hey, I appreciate you, Jose G. Can you remember the first thing you would like to eat? Of course, man, Mexican food. Every time. Did you ever have a moment like Santana in American Me when he offended that the guy at the store didn't look at him when he spoke to him? Yeah, I used to do stupid shit like that. One where my daughter's mom she wouldn't want to go nowhere with me because I would jam people up about shit like that, or I tell people like, man, shh, that's a security line right there, man. Don't cross that line, or just do stupid shit. my mom was alive, she used to tell me, she's like, man, you got that shit bad. You're fucking institutionalized, man. You need to get that shit out your blood. If your celly stole from you and try to help you look for you. I didn't have a celly that did that. There was a cat in San Francisco County Jail. I dropped a $1 bill. And he was a greasy motherfucker. He picked it up, put it in his pocket. And he did exactly what you just said. Everybody was acting like they were looking for it. And somebody told me they seen him pick it up. So I ended up jamming the dude up and he denied it. And he had to get roughed up, man. Motherfucking homeboys were like, hey, bro, hey, boss. He started clearing out the cell. Like, hey, handle your business, homie. I gave him every opportunity, but put my motherfucking dollar bill on my bed. It was just $1, but it was the principle, man, that this dude came in our tank. It was, for those of you that have been to San Francisco County Jail, was on the 6th floor in one of those tanks, A, B, C, or D tank, one of those. So there's 4 small tanks. There's like 6 beds in each tank, 8 or 6 beds. So he didn't have no business in there in the first place. And then to come in there and pick something up that didn't belong to him, he was in violation, man. Boxer, did you ever have any friend that committed suicide locked up? Yeah, I did. If so, how did you deal with the situation? Did you ever have these type of feelings before? Thanks. I never contemplated suicide, man. And I was in some tough situations, man, locked up. But it's just something I never thought about doing. I'm not gonna do nothing to myself, man. If I had to spend the rest of my life in prison, I'd rather live in prison than try to do something to myself. But I've had homies that have killed themselves. How I dealt with it, I dealt with it myself, man. It was just, man, it was tough seeing a homeboy take himself out like that, man. But there was nothing else for me to do, really. I mean, I didn't have to go to counseling or nothing like that. It's an unfortunate thing, man. You rough him up like how you did, Sam. Yeah, he got roughed up, man. He curled up on the ground, though. He didn't fight back. Marco Martin. I got released from the SHU after 6 years straight in isolation. And getting released, I felt like panic attacks being around all the time. People at bus station, I had to go buy a knife. Yeah, Marco, I talked about that before. So, like I was telling a lot of these guys before, and I know this is redundant for some of you, but like when we do a lot of SHU time and we're locked up in the bay, especially the bay, man, where it's an environment where you're looking out of the cell and all you can see is a concrete wall. So when you're back there, and especially if you've been back there when it was on and cracking, when there was no door policy. If the door is open, you were required to torpedo out and get off on whoever was out on the tier. So living in that type of environment where your awareness is peaking, and then I don't know if you used to do this, but because you can't see nothing up in the bay, everything's based on sound. Everything. You can't see what your neighbors are doing, but your ears become your eyes. But you hear them scraping on the floor, they're sharpening a weapon. I knew it, like if they pushed a cart in the unit, I knew what cart it was by how hollow it sounded. I knew what the canteen cart sounded like. It was different from the food cart. The food cart was different from the laundry cart. Laundry cart was different than the canteen. I knew what every cell door sounded like in that pod by the way it squeaked on the track. I knew who would come out of their cell by their gait, the way that they walked on the tier. So, you know, you train your ears to become your eyes because you can't see nothing. Everything's based on sound. So when you get out, and like you say, when you're in a bus station and then now you come out and you see pigeons flying around and cars moving and people walking around. For me, bro, it was like it was too much. I had to slip into an alley, get a 40 ounce, and be like, man, I need to fucking calm down. I need to go back because I can't handle it out here, man. I was trying to look at everything at the same time, and it was out of habit. Everything that moved, the different colors, and it's a trip, man. It's a trip. The whole section felt silent. Yeah. Or when somebody's burning something, when somebody's burning plastic, Martin 9400. Yeah, everybody knows. You know, when somebody's sharpening something, you turn the TV down. You know, most of the time, everybody knows what's going on. But that's why, you know, when you be sharpening a weapon. As a matter of fact, somebody has well, somebody was sharpening a weapon. I know I probably told some of you guys this. Somebody was sharpening a weapon, and that somebody just so happened to be me in the adjustment center in San Quentin. And that led to one of the death row inmates committing suicide. I swear to God. Because I was sharpening that piece, this dude was a schizophrenic. His controlling case was the TV told him to kill everybody in the house. So he killed like his whole family, and he killed I don't remember who was in the house, but he was coming out to the yard with us. He was on the NF BGF yard. Anyway, long story short, he thought that an Africano named Yero Ascari was the one sharpening that pedazo. And you know, he all of a sudden he was just like, "Hey man, I know that you down there sharpening that weapon. I know that that's for me." And you know, I don't know what you motherfuckers keep tripping off me for, man. I've been cool and I ain't got no problems with nobody. And he just came out of nowhere, man. And homeboy was telling him, like, bro, you tripping. You know, quit catting off. Nobody's even fucking tripping on you, man. You're tripping. And you know, but if you want to take it to the yard, you know, I'll be out there, you know. And 10 minutes later, this dude picked up his TV and he slammed the TV. Everybody turns their TV down, and all you can hear is this motherfucker walking around in the glass. You can hear him crunch the glass crunching under his chanclas. And I heard him say, "This is a fucked up day to die, man." And he didn't kill himself right there. What ended up happening is the COs ended up coming in because they heard the fucking TV. When they came into the tier, he had his cell boarded up. He had a sheet tied up. So they told him to take the sheet down. Took the sheet down. They seen the TV. They pulled him out. How he did it, I don't know. But they took him to the infirmary and he hung himself. His name was Chris. True story, man. He was on death row. Make a video about what? What are you gonna make a video about? Roll. I had a few of them roll it up because of it. We would do that in the bay, sharpen shit every time a new person came in just to see the reaction. Yeah, because if somebody got some smut on them, or if they got some skeletons in the closet and they come into a pod like that and they hear a weapon being sharpened, it's gonna drive them up out of there. A lot of times cats try to sneak through, but that right there will set them off and they'll get up out of there. So I can see the logic in doing that. We never used to do that, but there's all kind of tactics like that. Parts of Afghanistan. You in what years? I got a few homies that came back from the same. Salutes. Telling you, man. Putting that fucking yard down, man. What's up, Shadow Pig? Yard down, man. I made a shank out of melted jelly beans once. Now that's a good one. I don't know how to do that one. Nah, Julie, I ain't hitting the ground. They gotta bust that knee knocker at least twice before I hit the ground. Straight up, man. Why you have butter knives? Because, man, I thought the yard was going down right now. Either that or yeah, it's a storm. Not against the BGF. No, I mean they were my allies, man. I've never been any conflict. I've never had any conflict with the Africanos. I'll be honest with you, man. When I was around, that alliance was strong. BGF were some of our strongest allies, man. But I'll be honest with you guys. There was a time when I got pretty close to pulling the trigger on some of the BGF members that were on the 6 yard. I just didn't want to do it, and it's only because there's a cat named Shorty Red. For anybody that's been doing time, you probably that's been in and out of the hole. You probably know Shorty Red's a long time BGF member. But the thing was, man, is at that time I was active, and yeah, on the 6 yard, and I had a tobacco thing going on with Death Row. Anyway, long story short, what was happening was the BGF members that were on our yard were doing business with the cats on the first tier. They were guys that were in special program, basically PC. And I told them that they couldn't do that. I wasn't trying to dictate their program, but if they were going to be on a yard with us, they had to respect the fact that these were our dropouts. Most of them were all North Daniels. And it's not a good look when this guy that's down there on the first tier just got through verbally bashing a lot of the homies. And 5 minutes later, he's fishing with an Africano that's on our yard. You know, that so I try to tell him, like, man, it got kind of funky where the machina wasn't even being done together no more. And I don't think I was wrong for pushing that line at that time. I was doing what I was schooled to do, man. And it was never okay to do business with the dropouts. It just wasn't, man. To acknowledge them on some level, I used to acknowledge them when I would walk by for a visit or something because I knew every last fucking one of them. But that's as far as it went. Doing business with them, catering to their needs, we didn't do that. It was a no-no. And it got so funky, I was about to just have everybody removed out the yard. But I just chose not to, man. Started searching and acting weird as fuck. What was that, bro? Can you speak some Swahili? Habari gani gukaskasini ndugu wewe pata? I speak more Swahili than I do fucking Spanish, man. I ain't gonna say that again. I was locked up in Mexico for 3 years. It was really messed up there. I bet it was, man. I seen the things done that still haunt me to this day. Yeah, I can imagine, man. Yeah, K-Pod and C-Pod, little Mikey. No, it's problems all the time. All the time it's problems. It's too many problems. That's what she used to say. Shadow Pitch. He said, no, Concha. It's too many problems. It's police coming to my house, to my casa. It's no, I too many problems. She used to talk like 100 miles an hour. Keypad zipper and B wing tank 1 and 2. Hey boxer, did you watch Michael Thompson's interview on Vlad TV? I did. He's looking for a book deal or a movie deal, man. He's putting too much on it, man. At one time, I actually respected that dude, and he lightweight had a legacy, man. But oh, here we go. Say boxes. There are a lot of Puerto Ricans in the Bay Area. Would I do a Vlad interview? Probably not. I'm doing good, Lodi 29. How you doing, my boy? Nick Salas, I send mine right back at you, homie. Big box dinner was good. It had me some tuna fish with some celery sticks and some boiled eggs. And some aqua fresh. Boy, what comes in got to go out. Goyo, that's gonna be a tough one right there, homie. Some tuna fish and some eggs. That's a lot of protein. That's good stuff though. Goyo, you ever seen a zip gun in prison? Yeah, I made a zip gun in prison. Sonny, that's when I was gonna do some of those videos like I did with the making the piece out of 15 pieces of paper. I was gonna make a zip gun, show you guys how it's made. But it's when we used to, like when I first started coming to prison back in 88, 89, they used to give us, when they would pass out supplies, they pass out matches. So you just used to just hoard your matches and get all the sulfur, and that's how you make a zip gun. You make your barrel, make a female and a male, you knock out, make the barrel, and then you make your you got your pin with your elastic. It's basically what it's done. How it's done. You pull the, it's like a crossbow, but you pull the pin back, and the pin you can use the sulfur, and we used to cut up pieces of razor blade in the zipper from the from the jeans. Well, not a pin. I'm tripping, man. I'm thinking of another weapon. You used to just light it in the sulfur from being uh, compacted together would cause it to shoot out, to have your shrapnel, whatever you were using. Selena's report, K-Pod was the shit. We always had everything we watched, bro. I'd get there and feel right at home. We'd have Hella Yeska. That was the pod where all the education was happening. Yeah, I went through there, Farmero. They wouldn't let me. I was supposed to go back to C-Pod. They wouldn't let me. The county jail ended up throwing me in the isolation cell because they didn't like my ink work. The tattoo I had on the back of my head, they were like, "We don't know you. Um, there's too much shit going on right now." That's when everything was going on with Rico and Lobo. They didn't know what side I was on, so they were like, "We're just gonna park you right here in one of these observation cells, and you'll be out of here on the first thing smoking." And I was. But you were there when BGF asked us to help them remove Kumi from the yard. Yeah, I was. Yep. And as much as I wanted to help them because they were allies, Kumi was an ally too, man, and I couldn't allow that. What you know about that tell them about that grandma machine, Rojo. I was telling them, man, when the homies used to hate me when because of the machinas that I used to run. And I was telling them when I be out there running the machina, I'd be so pumped up that I used to do my burpees on my knuckles, but I'd push up off the ground, jump up hella high, and slap my feet on the ground. Pop! And I go hella fast, man. And the homies a lot of homies, it was almost like, man, it was almost like they were gonna lock it up because they didn't want to do the machina. The machina was so fucking hard that they dreaded to come to the yard. A lot of them would come out, be like, B, man, my shoulder, bro, my toe, or you know, my back. I never met so many homeboys that had ailments in my fucking life, man. And then I told them when I used to catch your ass sleeping. I told them that too. But and then after the machina on the yard, I would run another machina in the corner. I'd be like, you, and you. Let's go, man. And they'd be like, man, come on, man. I'm fucking home. I'm gonna lock it up. I ain't coming back out to this yard no more. I just started doing them again, Goyo. Not a whole bunch, man. They fucked my back up, and I blew both my shoulders out over the years. The tendons, man, from doing burpees. Burpees are bad for you because it's isolated movement, and think of your shoulders and your tendons as rubber bands, man. When you keep pulling them, what happens? After a while, they start to fray and they end up popping, man. That's what happened to my shoulders. Shit, yeah. Unknown spectator. We had a good machina, man. Rojo used to do him because he was a skinny ass little kid, man. Hey, he used to walk around like this. He used to walk around like this on his tippy toes, man. He had a red little red goatee, little skinny ass kid, man. You see that, Jose G? I'm colorblind, man, but it's all good, man. How you doing, Sarah? I'm good, and you? Vegas prison stories. Not on my tippy toes, man. Come on, man. That's not a bad thing, homie. A lot of cats that are into that karate used to do that shit, man. Okay, you had a crazy stroll, man. Not in a bad way, homie. Rotator cuff injury, yeah. Burpees blow up your caps and shrink inside of. They do shrink your chest. You get tired, the lower back sags. That's why I started doing a lot of push-up burpees where I would do like what is it? 14 push-up 22s, 9 push-up 18s or something like that. Hey, good looking out, James Gomez. I appreciate it, man. That was the Pittsburgh Shuffle, man. Yeah. Daniel LaRusso from Karate Kid walked on his tippy toes. Yeah. Big boxer with F13. Where'd you go? Gilbert Marquez, big boxer with the F13T. The F13T. F13. Which one? Nah, Rojo's tougher than that, man. You do half burpees. What's that? Just the push-up, or you talking about not going all the way down the push-ups? Hell no. I used to be on that ass when homeboys used to do them like that. Full push-ups here, man. Lock and load. Chest to the ground all the way up. Ain't no half stepping, man. Oh, Friday the 13th T. Fucking brain ain't working right now, man. Today isn't today oh, it is 9/11. Feet to hands, box. Exactly. Full kicks, man. Ain't none of that them baby kicks. J boy, man, I appreciate you, my boy. I'm out, box. I want to thank you for the entertainment while I'm at work. Really enjoy Inner Demons and War Story segments. Very anticipating stories. Thank you for making my day go by work. Playboy, send mine a full way right back at you, my boy. I appreciate that, man. Real talk. Spider says Themo Goyle, big figures. Rojo, what you trying to do? You trying to run a live? Or Josh? Boxer Elton, Bigfoot Curry for the Santa Fe Penitentiary ride was my grandpa. Oh, no shit. Or from the Santa Fe Penitentiary ride. Damn, Boxer, you washed your red shirt today, huh? You had that blue shirt on earlier. I see you trying to show some. Hey, man, it's equal opportunity on mine, my boy. That's what I was trying to tell him, man. Man, us day oneers are extinct now, huh? Come on, Farmetto, never that. Never. You know better than that, Farmetto. Sinho City 702 Boxer, I commend you for staying out of all the lame drama on YouTube. Real, recognized, real. Yeah, I don't try to stay out of that, homie. For real, man. And even though I do that, it's still sometimes still try to bring it over here, man. Misery loves company. Boxers dress more appropriate today. There you go, man. Sup, Box? Did you ever bang with Dino, Speedy Loke, or Woody back in the day? I banged some of their music. Did you watch the UFC fight last night? Yeah, man. I watched some of them. It's called how they did Nate Diaz though. Boxing, much love from Los Angeles County. Respect Niner Nation. Amen. Shout out to Los Angeles. Right back at you. I thought they didn't fight. I thought Tony didn't make his weight, man. That's when I was like, I'm out of here, man. I don't know, man. Pelican Bay is a different kind of active. I would think somewhere like Salinas Valley or High Desert. Those prisons are pretty active, man. Centinela or what's that other one? Hot sauce. She isn't right now. Shout out from Highland Park. Shout out to Highland Park. That's right. What up with Angel from Daly City? I was gonna tell one of my war stories today about Angel when I used to run around with him. Talking about Robert Rodriguez, huh? He's doing, from what I understand, he gets out sometime like in 2000 fucking 28 or something like that. He's doing a little bit of time right now. all day. That's what I've been doing. ABL 131. Nah, it's done. I'm uh I'm trimming up right now. What happens if you refuse the keister and say, I'd rather put in work? Is that possible? No. If I give you a hypothetical, if you're in the oil and you're told to bring a weapon out, uh, you have no choice but to stick it up your butt, man, for lack of a better term. Um, you're obligated to do it. It's not something that you can debate on. Um, you got some C's that are they're just hard line knuckleheads, man. They'll deem you for something like that. It's not like you get a choice to, well, I'd rather put in work, or no, you're told, I need you to bring a piece out. Somebody else is going to put that work in, but this is what you need to do. You're pretty much obligated to do it. What exercises were the minimum for Northaniel hitting the pinta for the first time? What do you mean? Are you talking about physical exercises, or what kind of exercises? Remember OG Adam Martinez, rest in peace, from San Jose. Adam Martinez. What do they call him? What are some of the comments or questions? What's being blocked? Benny Vargas, what is being blocked? I'm not blocking nothing. And I don't think moderators can block anything in there. If they're blocking them, it's YouTube blocking them. Like, I don't see nothing that's coming up blocked. Yeah, why the chicken cross the road? How do you balance your personal life with YouTube work? It seems like a lot of time management and commitments. Man, you ain't lying, Machete. It's that's what I'm saying. A lot of times when these guys are asking me about my second book, between putting together content, cutting videos, and having some level of a personal life, it's hard. These days are not long enough, man. 24 hours is not long enough. I need at least a 32-hour day. I can say is go for the push-ups and less kicks. I'm retired from something. I'm retired from something. Fucked me up. I agree. That's what I was saying earlier, G Fizzle. That's why I do a lot of push-up burpees more than the kicks. The kicks is what fucks your lower back up, especially on concrete. When you're doing those isolated movements on concrete, it's shocking your fucking spine, man. It's not good. Nah, he didn't go all bad. Cuete's still active. He's just they got him buried up under fucking he got relegated all the way down to a stripped all the way down to a cat one. He has no more street say, and he'll never hold another position in the organization again. So he's pretty much banished from the O. That's why you don't never hear nothing. He'll pop up an occasional picture or something like that, but other than that, that's why you don't hear him. But he didn't lock it up. Of course, you're gonna do it with the bundle secured. Yes, sir. Boxer, nothing getting blocked but trolls in those bringing the drama, getting the timeout. Uh, so there's your answer. Who was asking about the comments? There you go. Push one if you want to see a day of the life of Dave and Boxer. One whole day would be a push one if you want to see a day of the life of Dave and Boxer. Big Box just tapping in with sick ass shit today. Was sick as shit. Oh man, it's too bad, Sam. Hopefully you ain't got that fucking COVID, homie. I hope you feel better, my boy. Mad Max, you being a creator and being in the yeah, it's tough to manage your time, period, man. Don't forget to roll your bed up every day. I tried that. I can't do it. These mattresses don't cooperate. They're not like the 2-inch mattresses that we get in prison. Boxer, I never hear a spill about cats getting pulled on the streets to be NF and not going to the pen. Is that something that happens? Very rarely. Like in a situation, I'll give you a hypothetical. So, like, if the only time you'll really see NF members get pulled on the streets without going to prison or on the streets, period, is like, say I'm getting out, like when I got out to San Jose, and I'm breaking ground out there because there's no regiment established. Leadership was indicted. Everybody kind of dispersed, and there was nothing going on out there. So me going out to a new area and not having no manpower, I'm entrusted to select 5 NF members of my choosing. Basically, I choose them, and I'm responsible for them. I can choose and pick anybody I want. There's no criteria as long as, I mean, of course, they got to be Norteños. They got to be uh, somewhat laced up and kind of know a little bit about our functions. But I could recruit them on the streets. They don't have to have never gone to prison. They could just be a homie out there that somehow might benefit the organization. Maybe he's shit. Maybe he's got an auto body shop or something like that. He's bringing, he's financially in a position to help and shit like that. But other than that, it's rare, man. It's rare for C's to get pulled on the streets, especially C's that haven't been to prison. Because when you vouch for somebody too, you're responsible for them. And if it's not a good pick and they fall wayside, you're held to answer for that. You're going to be accountable for it. That's why I was very selective about individuals that I would recruit. I would get 5 picks, but I probably wouldn't even use all 5. It's like when I got out there to San Jose, Sykes from Goshen, that was one of my picks. Any heavy hitters, Norteños from Oakland or Stockton in your time? Not a lot of stories from those 2 cities. Oh, hell yeah, man. No, there was a lot from Oakland and Stockton. Heavy hitters. I talk about quite a few from Oakland too. In the when I first started doing time, there was, man. Nowadays I would say it's kind of, there's still a lot of homies from Oakland, but not in my opinion, not like it was before. What happens if you sponsor someone on the streets and they go bad? What happens to you? You just held it. You're gonna get disciplined. You could get fined. You could get stripped. You could get. It just depends, man. I mean, everybody knows, man, that motherfuckers are gonna go bad. It's gonna happen. So being realistic, man. It just depends on why they went bad, what happened, what kind of damage they inflict. All those things kind of come into play, man. You pull somebody and this motherfucker is a FBI informant and he starts bringing down multiple regiments, you're gonna be in trouble. Because then they're gonna do an investigation and well, when you evaluated this individual, what it consists of? What kind of history did you have on him? What did you do? Well, how did you recruit this dude? What was the process? All that shit's gonna get looked at. No, I check it out though, Machete. I will check it out. Homie, you active? No, I wouldn't be talking about the things I'm talking about. Robert Hernandez. I think nowadays there's a lot of people who lack intelligence, discipline, and leadership abilities. A bunch of loose cannons. Facts. 30, 35, 30. I send mines right back at you, my boy. If you have solid NF members and they son come in, does he get different treatment or do you have to go through the same treatment on Alcatraz? I mean, it just depends, man. I guess you can say that, Robert Hernandez. It depends. S1, say like, let's just say Skip had a son, right? Which he does. He comes into the county jail. Skip's a household name. A lot of homeboys know who he is, so they're probably gonna give him some kind of preferential treatment. How much, what that entails is, I don't know. He's still gonna have to. He's still gonna be held to the same standards as all the other homies, though. Then what? Boxer, prisoners awakening. He told everyone that you warned him that Gunner and Rojo were no good. Really? He mentioned me last night. Ain't nobody tripping off that dude, man. He's just trying to stir the pot. And Rojo and Gunner ain't no good. They ain't active. Did I say it? Like he's trying to say, nah. You still listening? I'm lightweight bullshitting Rojo, but yeah, man, that dude's trying. I don't know what his trip is. He came up in here the other night and said something about you gonna get exposed. He can't expose me, man. I expose myself. Uh, what kind of trip he's on? I don't know. He's beefing with Gunner, and obviously he's trying to pull me into that shit. I'm not gonna be involved in that. It's a bunch of fucking horse feathers. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. Leave that shit alone, my boy. Leave it alone. I'm waiting though. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm waiting for this epic, this big thing that he's supposed to be working on. Where he's putting all this time and energy into, man, to see like he's gonna move mountains and align all the planets and everything's supposed to come to light. Let's see how far that goes. What's up, Mondo E? Hope you had a chill weekend, my G. I did. I hope you as well. Yeah, take offense, boxer. Sykes. That's funny. Yeah. Telly Savalas. Saddest thing in life is wasted talent. Yeah. Respect, man. My Gramps claimed 24th Utah Street gang in the 1930s. God damn. And 40s. Great Gramps was murdered in General Hospital back when Sicilians were the majority. Shit. got took out in general hospital, 30s and 40s. That's crazy, man. Yeah, that's what I lightweight told him, Mad Max. Hey, you can do what you want, man. That shit goes nowhere. It's gonna flop. Nobody's listening. There we go, boxer. We go. Hit him with the horse feathers. Straight fucking malarkey, man. Horse feathers. Box, tell him stop running his suck muscle. I did. Get fit. What's crapping, big box? What time do you have to get up to go to work tomorrow? G. 4:30, 5 o'clock. YouTube is big enough for everyone. Yeah, right. But you know, I'm gonna say this. It's a tactic. I call it the 6ix9ine syndrome, right? So when your channel was flopping, Box L never said that shit. He even gave you props. These people stirring the pot. For real, Falmetto, I don't know what to believe anymore, man. I guess I put too much belief in some of the viewers, man. I don't know. I did see a short where he said, you know, if somebody pops on your channel and it's a channel that I usually don't frequent and they're trying to be me and they're being negative, it's not me. Like I ain't never had no issues with that cat, but I don't know. Well, I guess I went for the banana in the tailpipe, man. My cousin finna take a 4-year deal. He don't bang. You think his best route is to roll with the paisas or get embraced? Shit, man. Or the Mexicano. I don't want. I don't want to give you bad info, homie. I mean, that's a choice only he can make, man. You know, um, 4 years is not that long, man. You know, I'm sure if even if he does get embraced, his best bet is to stay out of the politics. Just do his time and just be there to assist when you're needed, man. If I could do it all over again, if I could do it all over again, that's what I do. I just be like, hey, you know what? I'm here. I don't want to involve myself in nothing. You know, I don't want to set myself up for failure, but I'm here. Cats need me. You need me to do something. I'm good. I'm good with it, man. You know, stay out of the politics, do your time, and get the fuck up out of there, man. Yeah, Paisas will embrace you and get a stay away from Lencho for the term. Yeah. Goddamn, 273 up in here, man. Hit that like one time, even if you don't like a motherfucker, even if you don't like the channel, man. Just go ahead and do that one time, man. It ain't gonna cost you nothing. I promise you. There's even a short that tells you how to hit the like for some of you because it's almost like some of you guys don't know how to hit the like. You know, it's a little, there's like a little fucking, what is it? Uh, Hold up, man. Let me see, man. Let me do some investigating, man. Oh, hold on, Goyle. I didn't even see your text, man. So you hit that thumbs up, man. That's all you got to do. Hit that thumbs up one time. Yeah, I hear you, Brazy. Because I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know, that's right, JB. I appreciate it, man. I see you, Wendy. Lucky Local Box. You watch Haters World, pretty good. He's real respectful dude. Nah, but I if sometime I'll check it out, Lucky Local. I really don't really watch too many channels at all, man, because I don't have time. I'm constantly trying to create content. I'm in the process of upgrading all my content. I'm always trying to find ways to better the channel. You guys are gonna see it come to fruition. I'll give you an example. When I do my profiles, I know that the ones that I premiere, I know you guys see all the shit that I type out and then I narrate it and I'll throw in some pictures here and there. Well, my shit, if you go on Swamp Stories, that's kind of like what I'm shooting for my channel to be similar to that right there. That's the same concept. So I'm working on trying to incorporate a lot more video into my content. So when I'm narrating a story, you guys are gonna see those visuals, and you're not gonna see the words that are typed out that you can't fucking read because it's too small. Veronica, how you doing, Veronica? Hey, right back at you, Veronica. Schizophrenic. It's not that we don't know how to hit the light. It's just I'm in my bed watching your live, and the like button is farther than the like button. You crazy, man. You know what you do, Schizo, is make one of those long ass channel changers, man, where you it's like a long ass finger. Swamp Stories, except your videos are actually accurate. Yeah, but that's the concept that I'm shooting for Farmetto to when he starts the video and you come in with like a it's like a fucking a drone flying over the city or something. If I'm talking about LA or Stockton or San Jose, and then if I'm doing something on somebody like Nipsey Hussle or something like that, where I'm showing video and still shots throughout the whole thing. That's what I'm shooting for, man. So give me a couple more weeks and let's see what happens. That's right, Lucky Local. What happened over there in San Carlos, Andres Juarez? Yeah, we'll see. Rich DMX 650. I mean, the whole thing, man, is when you're one dimensional, you're only gonna go. People are gonna eventually get tired of the same old, man. So you got to try to bring a new element or bring something new. You know, that's. I think the visuals will help a lot, man. People want to be entertained. It's like when I do my premieres, nobody's even listening to the fucking to the content. They're in the comments fucking around because I mean you probably listen to them later, but it's like there's nothing to look at but typed out content, and I know that. So exactly, Rich DM 650. That's what I'm saying. Right is key to stimulate your mind. Yes, yes, sir. Let me show Goyos before I dip up out of here. Gasper Corner. Hey, homie. ¿Cómo estás? What's cracking, Gasper? Here's Goyos. Here's Goyos daily diet eggs, tuna fish, celery sticks. Yeah. Oh, but what I was saying is just, sometimes when there's drama on YouTube, there's, and I'm not talking about nobody in particular, I'm just talking about in general. What will happen is if you got a channel that's fizzling out, that they're not doing good number wise, like I said, they have the 6 9 syndrome, they'll go and try to stir up controversy with other channels that are doing pretty good, because if they can get somebody to bite and get into a conflict with them, or just get some exposure, then it'll help their channel. So a lot of cats do that, man. Man, Justice Kate, and I will on the next one. I mean, listen to Inner Demons and War Stories, my boy. I'm about to dip right now in a minute. I've been on there for a while, man. Shit, 2 hours. These other guys probably cussing me out, man. I know. Let me see if they're trying to get on. That T-shirt. Let me check it out. This one. Oh, most definitely, Lucky Local. You know I support you, man. The same way you do me. Coco Paleo. Do you watch American Cholo? Mm. You always do the longest shows on the tube. Yeah. What up, Box tapping in? Juan Zaranda. What's going on, Juan? What's the word, Welga Bird? Moderation. The word of the day is fruition. Oh yeah, yeah. I heard. Yeah, I heard about that. I wasn't. I didn't know that happened out there. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Fucking cat. Just walk away, man. You ain't got to cut her head off. You know, it's crazy. What's wrong with people, man? People. God damn, raining like a motherfucker. The word of the day is get a job. Get a job. Hey, Box, if you were still in the mix and recruiting, what are some of the ways of persuading someone to get on board? Where would the education start? From the very bottom. Um, where would the education start? A little bit about the little bit about the history, and that's what I used to do, man. But I mean, somebody would have to show an interest in wanting to, or would have to express an interest or desire to be recruited for me to even approach them. Somebody that's striving to be a part of it. But it would start with education, a little bit about what the cause is supposed to be about, what it's supposed to be, what the real cause was about. Forbidden Angel is a new series you're doing, home. Forbidden Angel is a book that I'm reading, Dark Side of Paradise. It's a book. I believe that one's about the infiltration of the Hells Angels. I started 3 books. That one, I started another one called The Bandito Massacre. And another one, Boggles, Mongols, and that one I think's about them getting infiltrated as well. Tipsy Sucker Free, man. I ain't seen you in a while, man. I ain't seen El Californio either. I don't know. I think he tripped out or something, man. Something happened. I don't even see a men's no more. Yeah, Jay Dobson, exactly. Jerry's around. He'll be back. He's working right now. He's got a job. He's trying to get himself acclimated in his new job, man. He's making money. He's doing good for himself. But I talked to him. When was it? Friday or something like that. And he said he'll be back. He'll be back on. So I'm just letting him do his thing and come back on when he's ready, man. Damn, bro. I thought this just started. Got to go back. Listen from the beginning. Gotta look out for those notifications later on, bro. Hey, you know what? Matter of fact, when it comes to those notifications, do you guys, when you guys hit that bell, is that bell all the way blackened in? You got to make sure it's darkened out. Sometimes if you sign all the way off from the channel and then resubscribe, it might fix the notification problems. But make sure that bell is black. It gives you a couple options. So I think some of it's some content, and then when it's black, it's all content. If you guys don't already know that. So let me see. Yeah. I believe it, GS. If you're getting notifications, you have to unsubscribe, then resubscribe, and click on all notifications. That works for me. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Wendy. What up? What up, Cali Niner 49er? I see you, my boy. I'm still here on that box with you. Luis is right when he said that. Everybody knows that one, man. I mean, it's all money related. Big Rick James, you know. Somebody asked if I thought that would change the bass sound. Gold Toes is doing his thing, man, but I don't think he has that much influence over the entire Bay to change the bass sound. That's not going nowhere. It's just like the G Funk. I don't know. He's expanding his horizons. Hit them likes. That's right, Lucky Local. I appreciate it, my boy. When you got sick, you seen love from the gente. I did, man. I did. A lot of people tapped in and showed a lot of love and support, man, and it was appreciated. Yeah. Where I ended a fight with a well placed body shot. I got one of those, man. Just wanted to see if the PMN team can make a playlist of all your Q&As. You have one, but it only has 3 Q&As in it. Would be very much. I got you, SFC. Done. Why? Because that's what we do here at Paradigm Media News, man. We give the viewers what they want. Just smash that like button. That's all I want, man. It helps with the algorithm? Algorithm? My uncle just got caught with 10 keys on a traffic stop. Sheriff called the DEA and he was booked. He was released a week later, and the agent assigned his case said they would file charges later. Nah, I'm just messing with you, man. That's kind of crazy. 10 keys, and he got out a week later. That's you're a lucky uncle, man. What is another Crenshaw Crip episode coming out, Box? How many episodes are out? There's 2. I sent 4 to Sandman, so I'll ask him tonight. There should that cat. He just called me, so there's more content coming from that guy. He's got good stories, man. Shit, homeboy, please, man. AC Ibarra, what's up, my boy? I appreciate you, man. Selling Norwalks, yes. What's cracking, G? Norwalk in the motherfucking house. Shout out to Norwalk. What's up, Sean Wheelan? Good morning, Box. How you doing? I'm delighted with the new books. Fucking savage. That's right. I'll get some more. You know what, Sean? I need to get more chapters out tonight too, man. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Some people are saying Artie Marin is OG, triple OG. Everybody's been triple OG. Even I was triple OG at one time. That's right, Andrew. You ever meet Monster? What Monster? What Monster you talking about? Northern Mexicano? I got Boxer, man, all day long, bro. All motherfucking day. Sure bet, homie. One love, respect. Feel good to be in a drama-free zone. Always. That's right. Bird 509. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, brother. All right, Dylan Caldwell. You have a good night, man. Be safe out there. Yeah, you'll never figure it out. He's pretty. He he's gonna remain a mystery. I think we'll never figure it out. All right, Rich DM650. You have a good night as well, homie. Lucky Local. Oh, Monster Cody, yeah. You probably didn't hear me talk about him before. I did some spills on him, but he was my neighbor in Pelican Bay. But this is when he was going by he wasn't going by Monster Cody. He was going by Sirisante or something. I can't remember the name he's going by, man. But yeah, he was my neighbor up there in Pelican Bay. I'm gonna take Canelo. Although, man, I haven't been impressed with Canelo at times, man. Senika, yes, sir. There you go. I gotta get ready for surgery tomorrow. Have a good night. Hey, DJ See No Evil. Good luck to you during your surgery. I don't know what it is, what it's about, man. I don't pray that much, but you'll be in my prayers tonight, man. I hope everything is goes well for you. Real talk, homie. Artie is my homie. He's definitely not triple OG. That's the homie. David Tijueros. Tijueros. Canelo watered down. Yeah, I thought he'd do better against Mayweather, man. And that's the last time I really seen him fight, and I was just disappointed, man. I know that that's Mexico's golden boy and all that, but man, I just thought he'd do way better. I never paid for another fight after that. Like I'm not paying all this money for fucking fluke like that, man. Looks like there is something sitting in the chair behind you. Where? Talking about over here? No, that's like a little thing that goes to this. It's like a little kind of like when you're talking, it's to help keep the sound sounding better quality sound, basically. My favorite Mexican boxer was Juan Manuel Marquez. Yeah, he was tough, man. 5 minutes, I'm gonna bounce, you guys. I've been on there for a while, man. I'm gonna say it again. Sandman should be on the next one. We'll see what happens. Keeps getting caught up doing his thing, man. But he'll be back. He'll be back on. He's not editing. He's taking care of something else. He's a busy man. Look up Tony Huerta, Nicaraguan champ, the pro boxer from Stockton, Gabe Florida Jr. is a great boxer. Pac-Man, you still got your badass Harley? Yeah. Matter of fact, Pac-Man 559. I gotta go pick it up tomorrow. It's at the Harley dealership. I fucked up and let like 2 weeks go by without starting it, and the fucking battery died, man. And because I let it sit so long in the garage without riding it, it's a 2019 Road Glide CVO. But because I let it sit so long, the brake fluid needed to be changed, and all the oil needed to be changed, man. So the devil's reject. Buenas noches, man. I appreciate all you guys tapping in, everybody that tapped in, man, for all the support. I'm gonna keep doing the war stories. I'm gonna keep doing the inner demons. I put out a war story earlier. Sandman should be dropping it anytime now. I'll put out an inner demon tomorrow. Again, for those of you that feel the need to push back, man, just diddle daddle, man. You know, Robert Lozano, Raymond M, Dark Side of Paradise, Get Guap, the Bike Master 94, all you cats, man. Everybody that tapped in, Jose Calderon, 831 Salas Ishpo. You know, Chewy from SFM, older homie. Yeah, I grew up with Chewy. There's pictures of me and Chewy all over YouTube when we were kids. EJ the Mexican. Yeah, I appreciate all you guys that tapped in, man. I'll be back probably not tomorrow, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. Look for things to start changing on the channel though. You guys are gonna see it come to fruition. Jerry will be back as soon as he's ready. We're gonna keep doing the podcast. I'm doing another Q&A. So if you guys got questions, put them in the comment section. Put them in the comment section. I'll find them. I don't care what they're under. Put it under the latest content, whether it's war stories, inner demons. Put it somewhere in those comments, and I'll pull it, and it'll be on this next Q&A. I'm working on that now, and I'm also working on a few other profiles. So, and I'll get some more chapters out for those of you that like the books, man. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and tap on out, man. But I appreciate you guys again. You guys have a good night, man. Man, it was 270 up in here at one time, man. That's what's up. I appreciate you guys. Real talk. Hit that like button on the way out, man. Come on, one time, just one time. All right, Brittany, I see you. What's cracking, Brittany? Ruben C, Juan Zaranda. I know, but go back and watch from the beginning. It's all good. The main thing is at least you tapped in. All right, Everlasting Base. Like I said, man, that one was for you, boy. Equal opportunity over here. Clumsy 619. Have a good night. Buenas noches, buenas nachos, and all that other good stuff. All right, Hector Gonzalez, I see you guys, man. It's too many of you to do the roll call, but I send mine to all you guys, man. I'm out.